We are here at the Strauss Mansion Museum. It's a little after midnight.
I already have an orb.
Already?
Yeah, as soon as I turned it on, it went straight up.
This episode is going to be a little freeform because we actually don't really know what we're going to show you. Last year after we had our tours, we stuck around after midnight, just Patrick and I walking around the house, kind of showing you the rooms in the dark. And tonight we're going to do the same thing. There are a couple stories we want to tell you.
Another one.
The reason why I'm laughing is because there were three of us here before hanging out, and the temperature was really not that cold. I mean, it is cold outside, absolutely. The heating system is off here. Then the third person left, just me and Pat. We figure we'll just stay like 10-15 minutes. We'll sit around down here and see if we can hear anything. And we're hearing absolutely nothing, just total dead silence. We're asking the spirits to give us a sign. And no noises, but it got brutally cold. Patrick has a sweatshirt on. He actually has my sweatshirt on over that. And he's still cold. The camera may even be shaking. I don't know.
It's totally shaking.
So I can't
it's
see
shaking.
it. Yeah, so it's absolutely freezing. I'm not as cold right now as I was. It was just terrible in there. Anyway, tonight, I don't know when this will be posted, but it is Friday, October 27th, going into Saturday, October 28th, because it's after midnight. We had our first night of tours tonight. We did 6 tours. The rest of them will be tomorrow. And we didn't get that much on the tours. We had a couple spirit box responses, some orbs. The people were happy. You know, we got a decent amount of stuff for a 45-minute tour. But before the tour started is when the stuff happened, to me at least. I was here by myself for about an hour waiting for Joanne to come. I was in the parlor. I was on the phone. And I had taken this bar off the door. And I had it just standing up here. And I had unlatched this up here and just left this eye hook here. And I was sitting on the couch and I heard like that. Just as you heard it there. And I figured somebody was trying to get in, maybe Joanne, maybe the person that we had collecting tickets, Kim Redden, maybe she had, she was trying to come in. So I was on the phone, I said, I gotta go, we have people here. Get up, come over here, unlock the door. There's nobody out on the porch. I go around to the side, figuring they couldn't get in here. They were going around to the side door in the kitchen, and there was nobody there. Just one of those things we tell people, ghost stories of the things that are so loud and so real they don't even seem paranormal, okay? My first thought was not even a ghost. It was, someone's just trying to get in, and they can't because, we have this latch. And this is actually bent here, if you want to come in and zoom in. I don't know if you'll even be able to see it. This is actually bent from being pushed. So that was our big story on the night so far. And another story that hasn't really made it into our videos, we had an animatronic werewolf that was here during the Halloween party and a couple of our events. Motion sensor, so if you walk past it, it would start growling and moving around. And we were doing a seance on October 13th. We actually have a couple EVPs from that episode are up on YouTube, probably the previous episode to this. We were doing a seance in here. All of us were here. The werewolf was there where Pat was just aiming the camera facing where he was standing. And in here I said, can you go into the dining room and can you walk past the werewolf and make it go off? And there was about a 5-second pause and then the werewolf started growling. So something triggered that thing to go off. There's another animatronic story that we're going to tell you upstairs as we make our way up. So here you go. You can lead the way on this one. You got the light.
Get the flashlight.
Yeah, let me grab the infrared.
Or even just a regular flashlight.
Grab both just in case. We have an IR flashlight, which it doesn't do much. Kind of makes, if you look at his shoes there, it's a pretty cool
flash,
effect on the
but
shoes. And
can't
of
see.
course, we got the regular light. So after you.
Great.
The lights should all be off upstairs. If there are any on, that's because something else turned them on.
I kind of want to turn the lights on. I'm so uneasy right now. Should we turn the second floor on?
It's up to you. Wow, it got really cold up here.
Yeah.
So just doing a quick walkthrough, making sure everything is set, is as we left it. And if you come in here, you may be startled by this thing we have over there.
Yeah, that's not a person.
That is Donna the Dead.
She's a lovely thing, isn't she?
I will only tell you one thing about her. We actually, one of the big stories on the tour this year involves her. She was animatronic. The plug is long gone. She's about 15 years old. Only one eye lights up if you take a look at that face. So I will not tell the story now because we actually have Joanne on camera telling it. Because I was not here when that happened. That was a few years before I started. And the only thing I will say is that she freaks people the hell out.
Even living and dead.
Yeah, we were actually, when we were doing the seance downstairs, we asked the spirit if he knew this thing was up here, and it said yes. And we said, does it scare you too? And it said yes. So I don't want to call her a haunted item per se, but there are two really good ghost stories we have revolving her, and that's going to be in the next episode. Joanne tells it better. She was here for that. So I don't want to take that away. But people get freaked out during the daytime, nighttime. We had one group that came in. Joanne was actually in here and the lights were on, and I was still in the other room on my way over here, and I heard screams because they came in and they saw this thing standing here. Sometimes we'll move it around the house just to like kind of keep people off guard. But that's Donna the Dead, and you can find out all about her on our next video. So we'll take a quick walk into Bob's room, and then we'll call it a night.
My hands are still ice cold.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
It's following us.
Up here.
It is following us.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, we were
And
doing a seance downstairs, and again,
it's nice in here.
like we weren't getting anything audio-wise, but just by feeling. And there are people maybe watching, and they're like, you guys are crazy. You hear something?
Yeah, downstairs.
Is there anybody here? Anyway, there's people probably thinking you guys are crazy, you're getting cold, it's cold in the house, of course, but for those that have done the paranormal or have had paranormal experiences, you know there's a difference between like just being cold in a cold spot. And you know, people have reported that here over the years. We certainly have our fair share of them. And it's just one of those nights where it was a very quiet night. Sorry for not looking at the camera, but it's blinding me.
I'm trying to like
so if I'm
angle
looking
it.
away, I'm not trying to like, avoid eye contact.
Trying to angle it like so the light's
it's just
not
tough because
in
it's
your.
dark. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's just, it was a very quiet night. Like we've had tours that were just insane with activity, and then you get so excited, and then you figure, oh, as soon as everyone's gone, we're going to do an investigation. It's going to be amazing, and then nothing happens. Tonight we had a very quiet night. Just a little bit of activity. There was no reason to think that we would be standing here so completely spooked out, because the seance downstairs was
Oh, that was
strange.
weird.
Would you get an orb?
It was like perfectly see-through, and it just went straight across your chest, and it like slow moving too.
Is there anybody here? Can you give us a sign on camera?
Oh, I'm really cold. Whatever it was downstairs is following us.
Because it was just warm. When you walked in here, it was warm. It still is warmer up here compared to, downstairs. Oh. Hear that? I hope that's on camera, because I hope you can hear that on camera, because I heard that clear as day here.
You want to start walking back down? Because
You as well.
I'm freezing again, and I don't like it.
The things we go through to get our subscribers the best content possible.
This is... Okay,
All right,
as
so
you
this
see,
is
that's
what we
one.
do.
That's one off.
One light, because if you've come to our tours, this is the thing we do. We shut them all off. Now this light switch here, okay, actually I'm up here. All right, this is for this whole thing, and that our big story for Halloween 2014, the story or the video that's the best thing we ever shot.
It's following us.
Episode 1.17.
There was an orb. It just came from the stairs and just went straight towards us.
So I just wish they would make something happen. This is one of those nights where it's like they're almost like playing hard to get.
Well, I mean, we're getting orbs on camera. That it's like following us.
Give us a noise. I hear a hum, but the air conditioning, the heating unit should be off because it's not that cold. But yeah, so we shut all the lights off, but sometimes happened once when I was here and many times before I started working here. Same process Pat and I are doing right now, starting at the top, working our way down, and then going outside and the lights are back on, something turned them on. So that's off. We will shut the light off in the parlor. Here, actually, we'll probably close the video first and then do that.
Yeah.
So, this will be episode probably 3.25 or 3.26, something along those lines. Just one of those nights where
It's still here.
it's quiet, but it's not at the same time.
Whatever it was just went straight through me, and my eyes just started watering.
See.
It went.
I mean, Pat is
It
like,
walked right around you. It went straight around you. I have it on camera. It went. It was slow moving and went straight through me.
well,
I am like.
what is there to say? I mean, Pat is not exaggerating. If you're watching, like I said upstairs, if you're watching this for the first time, probably like, you guys are nuts. Like, what the hell are you doing?
We have the orb on camera following
Yeah,
us the
so
whole time.
Hopefully it'll show up, when it gets published and all that. I mean, it should. We don't exaggerate. Pat doesn't exaggerate. This is just,
Especially in this field, I don't exaggerate.
yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words for the first time in 90 videos on YouTube. I don't know what to say to
I
close this
just
video.
wanna see if it's over here.
Take one quick pan, then the coffin, of course.
Oh yeah, our coffin.
This was in the basement. We brought it up because we're not bringing tours up this year. This is original to the house. We have a couple videos online actually where you can learn all about why we have a coffin in the house. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. Unless something else happens on our way out. Greg Caggiano for Ghosts on the Coast, Patrick Osborn filming. We will see you next time.